Good morning there, folks. Welcome to part 32 of Pokemon Red. So, after the last battle in part number 31, I went and healed and re-entered the Saffron City Department building. And now we're going to continue to try and make our way through this place, to try and get to the top floor to save the president of Silph Co. And just ruin Team Rocket's plan to terrorize... well, not terrorize, but rather to take over the world using Silph's technology, I guess. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and start off this part by battling this scientist and his Magneton. Oh boy. This Magneton kicks Drowsy's ass pretty bad, which is rather crazy because it's really my own fault. You see, I wanted to show off Dream Eater so bad because I love it to death that I piss around this whole battle. Drowsy ends up getting paralyzed. The Magneton starts using Sonic Boom, and I'm just constantly trying to put it to sleep and then use Dream Eater, whereas if I were to just use Psychic on the second round, then Magneton would have been down immediately after that. So, while this did take for fucking ever to beat this Magneton, and it kicks Drowsy's ass pretty bad, it's my own fault, so, you know, I can't complain. It almost knocks Drowsy out with a tackle, of all things. And then, when Drowsy's HP hit 9, I was like, okay, fuck it, we just need to use Psychic and try to finish this. And then the coughing, after finishing the Magneton, knocks Drowsy out. Damn you, Drowsy. And oh my god, I've said this already, but Strength is so much fucking better than Comet Punch. Oh my god, seriously people, teach Hitmonchan. If you're gonna get Hitmonchan, teach it something other than Comet Punch. I recommend Mega Punch over Strength, but teach it something. It just needs something that's decent. Something that is a physical attack that actually does decent damage. Strength is a good candidate. Why? Well, because you're guaranteed to have Strength. Maybe not right when you get Hitmonchan, but you're guaranteed to get it eventually, and you never run out of it. It's an okay move. It's so much fucking better than Comet Punch. Comet Punch is shit. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and try to take out this Weezing, which we're already almost done, but I try to finish it with... oh no, I don't. That must be later. I thought I was gonna try to finish it with Comet Punch, but evidently not. Actually, I think it's this Magnemite that I do that. I use Strength, and I believe it almost knocks the Magnemite out. Yeah. And then, rather than doing the smart thing and just use Strength, I try to use Comet Punch, which I miss and end up taking another turn. Boy, I was making bad choices for this battle. Good lord. First with the Drowsy, and then with Hitmonchan. I was making bad choices. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So I apologize for being lost in the Silph Co. department building the last two parts. But fortunately, this right here, this floor that I'm on right now, is the floor that you have to go to first. I'm able to show you guys relatively quickly where you have to go to get through this place, because it starts to come back to me. You have to battle this rocket, you can't get around it, at least not that I'm aware. Maybe if you go over to the right, all the way to the right of this floor, maybe there's an alternative way around, but I'm pretty sure there's still another rocket you have to battle. Anyway, so we're going to battle this rocket. It's got a level 33 Arbok, which could be some major trouble because, well, it has Glare. Glare paralyzes a Pokemon. It's essentially the same thing as Thunder Wave, except not as much accuracy. And I've already said this before, but if the Arbok were to paralyze Golbat like it did, and then Arbok were to start using Wrap, Golbat would never be able to get out of it. Golbat would get knocked out. It would take for fucking ever, but Golbat would get knocked out. And I'd be super motherfucking pissed because of it, because I fucking hate Wrap. Fortunately, though, that didn't happen. Yes, boom! Anyway. Yeah, it's a little late for that. I've already wiped out, like, most of the building at this point. Seriously, I got lost in the last two parts, as you're aware if you watched. And I wound up taking on almost everybody. Anyway, you need to step onto that teleport pad, then step back onto the one that you came from, come over here and you find the card key. This is mandatory to get through here. See this that little hallway is why I think there may be another way to get over here, but I never take it. Anyway, and then what you need to do is actually open up these doors, which I do, but then I come back to battle the scientist, just a little heads up. Why? I don't know. I figured, what the hell, I've already spent so long in here, I may as well go ahead and take on another guy. Yes. All Pokemon have weak points. The only Pokemon that doesn't have any type weak points... Oh no, there's two of them. I'm mistaken. There are two Pokemon that have no weakness. No type weakness at all. Is in Generation number 3 and Generation number 4. And that is Sableye. And... oh god, what is it? Oh... I think it's Spiritomb is its name. Anyway, though, I didn't talk at all during that, but whatever. The scientist goes down, Wartortle fails to evolve. Yeah, we know that. We've been hearing that the whole entire game. They really try to nail that into your head. Anyway, you want to open up those doors or go around the freaking scientist. Come down here. I recommend avoiding the rocket, and then you want to open up that door on the left. Anyway, this is the 4th Rocket Brother, I believe. I believe this is the 4th of the Rocket Brothers. Is he very tough? No. Wartortle's gonna kick his ass. Oh, I fucking love Ice Beam. Oh, it's so fantastic against flying Pokemon. In case there's some chance you have forgotten, Golbat is flying/poison type, so Ice Beam will be super effective. As will Psychic type attacks. Rock type attacks are. Lightning, of course, is. That's all I can think of. Anyway, though, yeah, fairly easy. At this point in the game, it's a little late to be relying so heavily on Golbat as an attacker. This is when Golbat really starts becoming more of a frustrator. I think that's a good term for it. A frustrator. Because it's super fucking fast. It can learn the move Toxic, something that I did teach mine, but it can learn the move Toxic. It knows Confuse Ray. It's a very good frustrator. Even just Confuse Ray alone makes it great. Anyway, that takes us into Hypno. Hopefully it won't be as bad as frickin' Koga's gym. God, that gym's bullshit. It's the Poison-type gym. Why do you have Psychic-type Pokemon? I don't understand this. But anyway, I love the Poke-Flute. It's guaranteed to wake up all the Pokemon in the battle from sleep. I believe it works on the opponents as well. But it is fan-fucking-tastic. Anyway, we're going to finish off the Hypno with Seismic Toss, another move I love. I gotta stop talking about things I love, but seriously, I'm using all the moves I love in this game. Well, most of them at least. Huzzah, though, we defeated all 4 Rocket Brothers. What do we get? Nothing. That's why the 4 Rocket Brothers thing cracks me up, because you don't get anything. And no, they won't. I've already beaten them. But anyway, you use the card key over here. Walk over to the left. This girl will actually heal your Pokemon every time you get to her, so that's fantastical. And then you want to come up here and open up this door on the left. This actually opens up the path you need to take to get to where we have to go. There may be alternative ways to get there, but this is the way that I've always remembered as a kid. What's more, it lets you gain access to the healing girl. It's an all-around good deal. I strongly recommend taking that way over any other way that there could be. Anyway, though, we Confusion Blast... Oh, wait. We use Psychic to knock out all of this guy's Pokemon. I can't call it Confusion Blast anymore. Damn it. Damn you, Drowsy. Anyway, though, this rocket's relatively easy, so nothing to worry about. Yeah! And yay! Come on, Drowsy! Evolve! Evolve! Come on! Come on! Ugh. Damn you, Drowsy! Yeah, if you started as a trainer at my age, you would have still gotten your ass kicked today, bud. Oh, an item! Yay, Hyper Potion! You can never have too many of those. Anyway, you want to open up this door, and rather than talk to this scientist guy that, like I do, you want to go into the teleport pad that was right next to that table on the other side of this door. That takes you to where we need to go. It takes me a bit to actually get to that pad, though, because we take down a drowsy, or a drowsy. We take down an electrode, rather, and then a wheezing. Don't know why I said drowsy. And Hitmonchan learned Fire Punch. Huzzah! Or rather, it would be huzzah, but because Fire Punch is a fire-type attack, and Hitmonchan has super shitty special, a super shitty special stat, Hitmonchan doesn't hit very hard with Fire Punch. I wasn't sure when I started this LP if the move's damage, the stat that determines the move's damage, was based on what type it is, because this is something that becomes a massive problem during the Pokemon games, in the future ones. They finally fixed it in Generation 4, but this is something that became a really, really big problem that I'm going to actually talk more about when we get to Pokemon Emerald. But because Hitmonchan's special stat is absolute shit, its Fire Punch attack will not hit very hard. But anyway, I screw up and come over and we take on an unnecessary rocket. Who sent out Eradicate? Eradicate can't stand up to me. We blow away 2 Eradicate and then a Hypno. Oh, I fucking love Dream Eater. I fucking love it. I've been saying Psychic is debatably the best Psychic attack in this game. I like Dream Eater a shitload better. I work for Silph. What should I do? Well, I recommend belly dancing. Also, that was the most fucking worthless teleporter ever. Ever. Did you guys... I'm hoping you people realized where that teleport pad took me. It took me just south of that teleport pad. Anywho, we rest up before the battle with Blue. What kept you, Red? I thought you'd turn up if I waited here. I guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I care. I saw you in Saffron, so I decided to see if you got any better. Anywho, yeah, it's time for our 4th? No, I think it's our 5th rematch with Blue. Its Pidgeotto has finally reached the final stage, the final evolution of Pidgey. Pidgeot. His Pidgeot is essentially the exact same thing that his Pidgeotto was, except it knows the move Wing Attack, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he uses it on me, but it knows Wing Attack, which is a flying type move, which is super effective against Grass, Bug, Fighting type. So, just be aware of that. Otherwise, it's the exact same thing, only higher stats. And a much more kick-ass appearance. I fucking love Pidgeot. But anyway, I also fucking love Dream Eater. This is so kick-ass. It heals so fucking much and it does so much damage that it kicks so much ass. I love it. Much better than the move Psychic. I don't care what anyone says. It is kick-ass. Anywho, with its Pidgeot down, I believe that's going to take us into Gyarados. His Gyarados is... Actually, his Gyarados is his 2nd scariest Pokemon. It's been demoted to 2nd scariest. It knows the move Dragon Rage now. I don't believe it knew that before. Dragon Rage is just like Sonic Boom or Seismic Toss or Nightshade, in that it will only ever do 40 damage. Unlike the move Seismic Toss or Nightshade, it does not increase in damage ever. Ever. It will only ever do 40 damage. Right now, that is a shitload of damage, but by the end of the game, that's not really very much damage. So, it's a move good towards the beginning and through the middle. By the end, you should get rid of it. And fortunately, Hypnosis in Dream Eater is fucking epic. It's able to take out that Gyarados like he was nothing. But that takes us to Growlithe, definitely his weakest Pokemon, his weakest link in his team right now. I believe his only ever uses Ember on me. I could be mistaken, but I'm fairly certain I am not. And we're gonna Dream Eater. I fucking love it. I also love the animation and the sound it makes. It's so awesome of a move. But yeah, it almost knocked out the Growlithe. It's like, ah, damn, that's bullshit. That should have been a KO. But I finish it with the headbutt. Huzzah. Which takes us to definitely his scariest, his most powerful, his craziest Pokemon, Alakazam. Alakazam is the final form of Abra and Kadabra. However, though, you cannot actually get Alakazam, at least not legitly, without having to trade Kadabra. This is something that I really hate about the Pokemon games. There are certain Pokemon that will only evolve to their final stage if you fucking trade them between games. I fucking hate that. That is something that they should not have done. The reason they do that is to force people to buy multiple games, because essentially people aren't going to always be able to trade with their friend to evolve their Pokemon. And I really hate that. That's something that I really hate. Anyway, Alakazam hits super motherfucking hard and is super motherfucking fast. If you can paralyze it, that's what you want to do. But anyway, this takes us to Venusaur, his second weakest Pokemon again. I swear, when you don't pick Squirtle as a starter, Blue's Pokemon, he either has Blastoise or Charizard. And those two are much, much, much harder than Venusaur, in my opinion. His Venusaur is always just such shit. Anyway, though, it's really nothing. It knows Leech Seed, Poison Powder, Vine Whip, and I forget what the last move is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't hit anywhere near hard enough to be a threat. Plus, I got so many Pokemon that can take it out that, you know, it's nothing. Nothing. So, the only Pokemon I strongly recommend being worried about are Pidgeot, Gyarados, and Alakazam. I didn't talk a whole lot about Alakazam, but don't worry, we're going to hear a lot more about it later. Anywho, though, this battle, it's a lot tougher than the last time we battled him back in Lavender Town, I believe. But he's still not too bad. So you are ready for Boss of Team Rocket. And Drowsy, please evolve! Oh, damn you, Drowsy. Well, Red, I'm moving on up and ahead. By checking my Pokédex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how they evolve. I'm going to the Pokemon League to boot out the Elite Four. I'll become the world's most powerful trainer. Good luck to you. Don't sweat it. Smell you later. Blah. Oh, what a douchebag. Anyway, before we continue on, because clearly, if you can't tell, we have to take the teleport pad below that. You want to talk to this guy, and he'll give you a Lapras. If you do not have a Water-type Pokemon in your team yet, I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend using Lapras, because Lapras is one of the best Water Pokemon ever. Anyway, I go and heal again, because, you know, I just got done battling Blue, the second toughest. Actually, no, I take that back. Blue is the toughest trainer in the Saffron City Department building. But yeah, the game's annoying and makes you have to battle another grunt before the end of the Saffron City building. So, anywho, he sent out a Cubone, which we've seen so many times now. And because I have nothing to say, we take out this grunt really fucking quick. He ends off with a Marowak. Do I really have to tell you guys how the battle goes? I mean, come on, he's nothing. Nothing. Don't, please! I'm sorry, please forgive me! They change his tone so much. Anyway, I go and heal again for some fucking reason. I have no idea why. I didn't get hurt during that battle, really. Anyway, we're going to use the card key to open up the door. And no, we don't go to the left, we go into the door. Ah, Red, so we meet again. The President and I are discussing vital business propositions. Keep your nose out of grown-up matters or experience a world of pain. Oh, good lord, sorry about that. Anywho, it is time for our rematch with Don Giovanni. He is a bit tougher than he was before. Well, quite a bit. He changed his team up a little, so, you know, he's much better now. I try to show off Fire Punch, and this is when I realized, oh yeah, the move Fire Punch is just below the move Flamethrower in terms of strength and power. And if it was a physical-based attack, Hitmonchan would hit way fucking harder with it. which is how I know for a fact that it is indeed based off of the special stat. Unfortunately, this means it is near worthless on Hitmonchan. Not to spoil too much here, but Hitmonchan learns the move Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Ice Punch. All three of these moves are going to be next to worthless because they're based off of the special stat. The special stat is what determines how much damage you're going to do with them, as opposed to the attack or the strength stat. Attack stat, not strength. Different game. But because of that, Fire Punch is going to be nearly worthless. It doesn't hit anywhere near as hard as a physical attack. Right here, I'm only using it to try and get the move, to try and get the burn condition off, and that's not working. I could have knocked Kangaskhan out if I were to just spam strength, I guarantee it, but oh well. Live and learn. With Hitmonchan down, I believe we send out Wartortle, the god of destruction in our team. Seismic Toss, finish it off, no problem. Oh yeah, fucking love it. Seismic Toss is one of my favorite moves. But with Kangaskhan down, that takes us into his Rhyhorn yet again. Oh, excuse me, yet again. I don't know if you guys have been noticing or not, but the easiest Pokemon in this game to beat are the Rock/Ground type Pokemon. And I mean specifically Pokemon that are Rock/Ground types, like dual types. They're just unbelievably easy. But anyway, he sent out his newest Pokemon, Nidoqueen, the final form of the female Nidoran. Which is now Ground/Poison type, so Water type moves are super fucking effective. I love Nidoqueen quite a bit. I love it a lot. However, though, it's really easy to take out once you exploit the water weakness. And with that, that's it for Don Giovanni. But Wartortle's trying to learn Skull Bash. I've already described what Skull Bash is when we found the TM for it in the Safari Zone. I debate teaching it to Wartortle, and ultimately I decide, no, fuck it, I'd rather have Bite. And so I did not learn it. Would I recommend learning it? No. And yes, you lost again. Fuck you, Don Giovanni! And Wartortle did not evolve again. Damn. Blast it all. You ruined our plans for Silph, but Team Rocket will never fall. Red. Never forget that Pokemon exists for Team Rocket. I must go, but I shall return. Huzzah! We saved the Silph Co. Thank you for saving Silph. I will never forget you saved us in our moment of peril. I have to thank you in some way. Because I'm rich, I can give you anything. Here, we'll give you a ball. So we got the Master Ball. The Master Ball guarantees that you'll catch whatever Pokemon you throw it at. Usually, occasionally, I've once had it, well, not occasionally, but I've once actually had the game glitch up somehow and make it to where the Master Ball failed. Anywho, I'm Gene the Pink Panther. Sorry for how long the Saffron City Department building took. Anyway, stay tuned for part 33. See you next time.